It's your girl T. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the whole Rihanna situation, honey. So anyways, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you guys have all heard by now that Rihanna's new album, Anti, is out. So what happened is that on Wednesday night, Tidal accidentally leaked the Anti album, okay? So then after that, Rihanna decided to give everybody a code, and with this code, you could go and sign up for Tidal and then download her entire album free, or you could stream it. In the first 14 hours, it had over 13 million streams and over 1 million downloads, okay? So within 24 hours, the RIAA sent out a tweet basically saying that Rihanna was certified platinum. Rihanna also sent out a tweet saying the same thing, that she's now certified platinum, but a lot of folks are screaming foul. You know, a lot of people are giving Rihanna props. They're saying she's the first artist to go platinum in less than 24 hours. So a lot of folks were giving her props and praises.
Kudos to you, bitch.
But not so fast, Rihanna Navy fans. The Billboard Charts and the Nielsen rating, they've come out now, they're saying that they're not going to count all of those free downloads and free streams. So even though the RIAA is saying that Rihanna's platinum, the Billboard Charts and everyone else are saying that it does not count, and they're not going to allow her to count those numbers. So this whole situation is insane. It's now sparked the Twitter hashtag called Rihanna is a fraud party. I want you guys to go ahead and check out some of these comments and what folks are saying. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. You guys just checked out the comments and everything else. So I had told everybody on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook, I was going to talk about this situation. You know, and as you guys all know, I have no issues with Rihanna. I'm a Rihanna fan. I have all her music. I have her Anti album. I listen to every single track. I will say the album is okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's one of her best albums, but it's definitely okay. But you guys know, honey, my favorite song of the album is Work, with Drake. Anything with Drake is my favorite, okay? So anyhow, my thoughts on the whole situation is this, okay? I feel like this is not the first time this has happened with Tidal accidentally leaking music. If you guys remember, just 2 years ago, Jay-Z did the same thing where he teamed up with Samsung, and Samsung bought 1 million copies of his album, and then Jay-Z gave out a code to let the fans go and, basically get the album for free. They kind of did the same thing with Rihanna. Basically, Samsung purchased this Anti album, and then Rihanna gave out a code for people to go and get the album for free once they signed up for Tidal. So to me, this was more of a promotional thing for Tidal. To me, I don't understand how you can say that somebody is certified platinum when literally they bought their own music. It doesn't make any sense. If this was like in the real business world, nobody would count this as sales. When Samsung literally bought $1 million of her music, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just all smoke and mirror. Now, the thing that bothers me with this situation, while I'm not throwing any shade, I'm not hating on Rihanna, my thing is, what happens to the up-and-coming artists? If you have major artists like Rihanna working with Samsung and other companies to buy their music, you know what I'm saying, to basically buy their music and then have 1 million fans go and download the music, that's not really fair, because if you're an up-and-coming artist, you don't have those same means to have a major company purchase your music and then have your fans go and download and stream it. Meanwhile, you got the money from Samsung and then start charging the people the $11.99 once the first $1 million worth of albums has been sold. So the whole situation is just kind of crazy. A lot of people are saying that she beat out Adele and, she's the queen. And to me, Adele didn't do this. Adele just put out an album, and her album literally sold millions. I think it sold like 8 million within like the first week. She's already platinum and everything else. So I just kind of feel like, yes, Rihanna is platinum in a way, but the way she went about it was kind of, sneaky. And I kind of blame that on Tidal. And it also makes me give Tidal the side eye. All of a sudden this got leaked. I don't believe that it was leaked at all. I just feel like it was just another way for them to try and promote and try and create another buzz and get people to run towards her music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to notice this trend with a lot of record companies. The same thing happened with Kendrick Lamar when To Pimp a Butterfly came out. That was leaked a few days early, and Kendrick Lamar's peoples were really, really pissed off. They went off on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it helps the record sales. It creates a buzz. So I feel like a lot of these record companies are leaking these artists' music on purpose, and it's not fair to the artists, especially if they're not involved in it. But again, like I said, I do like her Anti album. I love the song Work with Drake. But I personally cannot give her the platinum crown because of the way that she went about it. Because for me, getting Samsung to purchase $1 million worth of album is not the same as fans going out on their own and purchasing 1 million albums within 24 hours. It's kind of sad a lot of artists have to go through all these tricks and different avenues just to sell their music. And my thing is, if the music is good, people are going to purchase it. People are going to support their favorite artists. And that's the one thing we have to remember, is to support these artists so that way they can keep making good songs, keep making the music that we love. If we don't support them, they're not going to be able to make that music, point blank. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. How do you guys feel about Rihanna's Anti album? Do you like the album? Do you hate the album? Do you feel like Rihanna is certified platinum via the RIAA? Or do you feel like she's not platinum because Samsung helped her in the long run? And then how do you feel about artists doing this, teaming up with brands to buy a certain number of albums and giving it away for free to the fans? Do you feel like this is okay? Do you feel like it's kind of sneaky and it's not really legitimate as fans going out on their own and purchasing or downloading these albums? So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation, honey. Once again, concerning Rihanna. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.